Perfect. Good morning, my friends. I'm so happy and glad and proud of you that you are back today. And that tells me something about you. It shows that you care for yourself and then you can make a difference in the world when you are strong. So I'm really excited for today's session. Uh, and so Ines just shared what that she tried the drink and she tried it with whatever ingredients she had, and she's already feeling fresh drinking that, and she's going to now start adding some more ingredients as she goes along. So instead of focusing on being perfect, we are going to do whatever we can with what we have and give ourselves that boost of energy. So, good morning and good afternoon, Estelle. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good. So, do you want to share your experience? Did you try the drink?
Yes, I did try the drink.
Okay.
I cannot tell really because since I'm going through something else at the same time, I don't know if the effect is coming from what I'm doing or if it's coming from the juice. But
Mhm.
I can say I'm feeling good, and I have what can I say? I'm trying to put it in a very nice way.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm literally cleansing. Yeah.
That's a good,
So
it's a good sign then. If you're feeling little fresh and energetic, that's what we're looking for. Are you feeling even a little bit better than like 2 days ago?
but that one I could not say. I'm feeling good, like
Okay.
generally good, but
Okay.
I'm tired. But it's the
Ah.
tiredness that is out of something else. Yeah, it's
Yeah. So
out.
what did you do in your drink? What ingredients went in your drink?
Beetroot, carrot,
Mm-hmm.
what did I say? Ginger, like I have powdered ginger.
Yeah.
I have powdered turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
I have apple.
Okay.
I also have lime.
Mm.
I have black pepper.
Okay.
And what else did I put? Um,
So did you do cilantro or? Oh,
yes, the
good.
cilantro.
Oh,
Yes, the cilantro.
wonderful. Wow. That is
Yeah.
amazing. So, now I just want to hear what has been the most challenging for all of you in making this drink. Is it some kind of confusion? Is it a factor of I'm not too sure? Do I really believe this is going to help me in my health? Is it a lack of motivation? Is it something to do with the ingredients that are not agreeing with you? Is it the taste, the timing? I just want to know, what do you see as the biggest challenge in doing this drink consistently? So, Atya, you can type, and others, if you talk, that'll be wonderful. Ines,
Uh,
yes, go
I
ahead.
would say that my challenge, um, how can I put it? Maybe it's just to find the time, but it's not a big deal.
Mm,
And this is really related to the fact that my schedule is upside down right now. I'm
yeah.
working on three time zones. So
Mm,
if I was
wow.
doing things normally, it
Mhm.
wouldn't be a concern.
Yeah.
Yes, but I really like the fact that, for example, yesterday you insisted on us doing the recipe with what we had in our fridge instead
Mhm.
of waiting for the perfect list of ingredients. You really emphasized on us starting
Yeah.
and later on adding the ingredients that were missing.
Mm.
So yeah, you've done great. You're doing great, and we I personally really like it. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks a lot. It's good to hear. Yes, that is really, perfection is an aspiration in anything we do in life, but it should not stop us from getting started. Okay, so Atya has written her response. She says, for me, these days I was busy and didn't have the time to buy ingredients. Understandable, of course. Yeah, so that is one challenge that most people face, especially when you're starting something new because you're already going in one direction and it takes a while. And that's why we're doing this challenge. So we are kind of in a community together and we're hearing from each other that everyone's going to go through some kind of challenge, but we kind of balance it out. Some people find time as the challenge, some people find the ingredients, confusion, motivation. So, Atya, that's good to know. And I also want to know when you can type in the chat, what are you going to do to kind of get over that challenge? And in the meantime, Ines, if you can respond about what do you see as your challenge in making this a consistent part of your life?
Hi, can you hear me well?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, maybe like in the same line as Estelle was saying for herself,
yeah,
this kind of period, this kind of very busy, very
yeah.
stressful. My student as well, and final exam are like coming. So my
Mm,
sleep schedule honestly is all over the time. So back to the thing of like kind of fear of missing out is really going to work because there's so many external things that comes and kind of like disturb me, but I'll do my best to like still do
yeah.
the cleansing juice and all the advice you give him on how is it going to work. I'm so stressed. I have so many things on my mind. I'm barely sleeping, but it's just temporary. So I'll get back on track. So like how
Mm,
to like kind of navigate that period because it's temporary, right? In like two
yeah.
weeks I'll be done with my exam. But in that meantime, very hectic for me. So yeah, that's kind of one of the challenges I have. Or to do the recipes very like straightforward, you put the measurement, it's like stuff you can find at any grocery store. So making it doesn't take time as well, right? To put it in the mixer, then you drink it. So yeah, the recipe itself, the drink is it itself, it's good. But then will I have the full benefits if like the other aspects of my life are not like not in order, but like I said, very hectic for me. Yeah.
Right.
I
Well,
hope it
that's
makes sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you know what? It's really good to get it out because obviously there is no one miracle cure for all the problems we are facing in our
Yeah.
health, right? And but you got to get started somewhere, and you
Mhm.
already have gotten started, even if anyone else listening to the recording, even if you haven't started the drink, the fact is that you signed up for this. And the fact is that you recognize that something needs to be done. Whether you do it in these 5 days or you do it later, but at least you're going to gain the knowledge, you're going to get the understanding, you're going to do something. And it has possibly taken years, to have whatever health condition we are facing today. It's not like you were born with a genetic defect that you're going to be tired or you're going to have excess weight or you're going to have achy joints. But over the years, possibly 10 years of stress, of not sleeping enough, of not eating the right things, or so it's accumulated over the years, and that it cannot be undone in a day or 5 days. But the goal is to recognize that I need to start cleaning up, right? So it's almost like if my basement is full of mice and I say, oh my God, I haven't cleaned it in 10 years and now I have all these mice, but I don't have the time to clean it up. Guess what's going to happen? Those mice are going to start eating up my stuff in the basement and they're also going to come upstairs. So I'm going to do something about it and I'm going to learn and I'm going to take one step at a time. Of course, I may not be able to finish cleaning up my basement in a day or 5 days, but I'll make it a priority and that's how it will get done. So, whatever you felt, more energy, more trips to the bathroom, a headache, or nothing at all, you recognize that. And because by the end of this week, you're going to look back at day one or whenever you get started, whenever you do it for 5 days, and you're going to see that something you couldn't see just 2 days ago before you even thought about the drink. And your life was just going along, and you were thinking in the back of your mind, oh my God, I have so much fatigue, and I have these joint pains, and I don't feel strong. And is it how I'm supposed to be as a woman? But now I'm sure there's been a little bit of a shift. Oh, yeah, it's possible to actually not have so much fatigue. It's possible that it doesn't matter how old I get. It's possible that I can be a strong woman. So I hope at least that shift is getting made in your mind. So give me a thumbs up if that is what at least has shifted. Whether you drink or not drink, at least that shift has to be made. That your age, your genes, your being a woman uh, is not what is causing you the fatigue or the weight gain or feeling bad or sad. Okay, it's because some things have accumulated and they need to be moved out. Okay, yeah. So Ines, you have something to say?
No, I'm very sorry. I'm just sorry. I have to
No, no,
put
no,
it
no,
out.
no problem, no problem. Okay, so maybe if we go through the ingredients of the drink, that will kind of, we are intellectual people, we are intelligent people. We just don't want to be told do this and you get doing, because I don't believe in that. So I'm going to take you inside the drink. Not like in a clinical way, but in a way that you understand exactly what is happening in your body right now because of what you either drank today or you're going to drink. So, and here is the thing about understanding. When you understand why something works, really understand it at the level of what it does inside your cells, you stop needing to be convinced to do it. You stop needing motivation. You make it a priority because finally something makes sense. And that is the shift I want to create for you today. So, here is why these ingredients work. So, lemon or lime. So, I have this lemon, and the lime is the green one. So, lemon with the peel, it actually wakes the liver. And that's why I'm in my kitchen today. And it induces the production of bile. So, the peel of the lemon contains compounds called flavonoids that directly stimulate bile production in the liver. And bile is your body's primary fat digestion fluid. So your fat has to be digested, and bile helps do that. And so, more importantly, for what we are doing, bile is how your liver packages and exports the waste products it has been processing overnight. So, overnight when we sleep, a lot of waste is created in our body, and all of those things have to be packaged. Just like you throw your garbage out, you don't just toss out the garbage, you package it in a plastic bag and put it in the compost bin and whatever. So similarly, the body has to package it in that bag, and bile helps to do that. So the citric acid in the lemon also creates an alkaline effect in the body. So even though we think that lime or lemon is acidic, but it's actually makes the body alkaline because it's a weak acid, and which is the opposite of most people expect. And that alkaline environment is one of your beneficial, where your good bacteria thrive in. So when the only place that our body is supposed to be very acidic is the stomach, but outside of the stomach, like the blood and the intestines, all need alkaline environment for our good gut bacteria to survive. And lemon or lime with its peel actually helps create that environment. So now we understand why the lemon and lime really help, because now we can package all the waste and throw it away with this very easily. Now, the ginger, what does ginger do? Where is my ginger? Here's the ginger. So, ginger, it moves the system. So it also stimulates gastric motility, which means your intestines, it makes the intestines move, which is what makes us go to the bathroom. It's the rhythmic muscular contractions that are literally required to get it out. And ginger does it really, really well. Then the next is turmeric. So you can use either the turmeric root or a good source of turmeric powder. Um, either one of them, they reduce inflammation, because the active compound in the turmeric is curcumin, but we don't need it isolated, because turmeric is not just curcumin, it's a lot of things that help curcumin do its job. So It's one of the most studied anti-inflammatory molecules in nutritional biochemistry. But for women, it's a really important compound because it reduces that chronic low-grade inflammation that makes us drag ourselves, and it shows up as the belly fat, the aching joints, the brain fog, the fatigue. All of these have an inflammatory component. So turmeric removes that inflammation, like the slow grade fire that's eating up our body. Turmeric takes it away. Okay, so that's what is why turmeric helps. But turmeric can work 2000% more, like it can get absorbed a lot more if we add black pepper to it. So the compound in the black pepper is called piperine, which inhibits the metabolic enzymes that would otherwise break down the curcumin. So there are some enzymes in our body that don't allow the curcumin in the turmeric to be absorbed fully, but the black pepper piperine stops that and says, "Oh, you stop it. This is a good thing coming. Let the curcumin be absorbed." And so now you get the turmeric with the black pepper, go in, clean everything out, stop the fire. And that's why the whole food combinations work much better than extracts of things. So that's why I don't really ask for people to have individual supplements because they actually strain the body more than the benefits that they are talked about. So now the next compound is garlic. So these are the things that are actually the cleansers in this drink. So far, what we've talked about. And the compound in garlic is called allicin, and it is a very potent prebiotic, which means that our good gut bacteria need this to live their lives, right? It selectively feeds the lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, the two most important beneficial bacteria in our gut microbiome that help with the brain function as well, and will everything. Like these two bacteria are really, really important. And these bacteria produce short chain fatty acids that also make sure that your gut lining is not breaking down, because it can break down very easily. It's a very thin lining, but garlic keeps stitching that lining. Wherever it has breaks, it repairs it like a cement. And that helps. And if the gut lining is not broken, then it helps in producing serotonin, which is our happy molecule, the long-term happy molecule that our brain needs. So the brain cannot produce serotonin, it has to be produced in the gut. And for our gut to produce it, our gut lining has to be not broken. The moment it breaks, now we're not able to get that happy molecule. And so when we wonder, why am I feeling sad and whatever, people can have very difficult circumstances and yet maintain hope. But sometimes people have even a small difficulty and they can lose hope. And then you should look at the gut. What am I feeding myself? Am I eating the right things? Is my gut lining repaired? Because it could just be a chemical thing of that sadness, because we as humans are meant to have courage. We as humans are meant to fight with hard things. We are not meant to give up hope. But if you're giving up hope, it's not because of the circumstance. It could be because our body is not fully repaired. Okay. Anything anyone has to say so far? How's it going for everybody? Am I getting into too many details? Is it boring you? No reaction. Give me some reaction so I know that I'm not making it boring for you guys. Okay, so garlic. And then there's the cilantro. So the cilantro binds to heavy metals, okay, like mercury, lead, arsenic, that accumulate in the digestive tract over time. And they come through food, they come through water, the environmental exposure. Everything these days is very hard to find without heavy metals. So if we have cilantro daily, then we at least keep reducing that excess load. And sometimes, our brain and headache could also be with that heavy metal toxic load, right? And so you hydrate yourself, and sometimes detoxing through cilantro means that those heavy metals, they come out in our bloodstream to be eliminated, and we could experience some headaches. So make sure you're hydrating yourself well with the good source of water, so those toxins get released really fast. Then apple, beetroot, carrot, all of these, they sweep and complete the export, plus it gives you a little bit of sweetness. And they're antioxidant, they're anti-inflammatory properties, they support the liver detoxification. So you see, this drink is not just a trendy juice. It's carefully designed to remove waste gently, but consistency makes it do the magic. Just like you have to clean your house regularly, brush your teeth daily, you have to shower. It's the consistency, right? If I just showered once a month, I look good for a day or two, but after that, people are going to be like, oh. So it's what you do every day is what really matters. So the drink, as you see now, lemon, it wakes up the liver. Ginger moves the system. Turmeric reduces the inflammation. Pepper makes the turmeric work. Garlic feeds the microbiome and suppresses the pathogens. So it's doing both things. It's feeding the microbiome and taking away the bad bacteria. And cilantro is binding and removing the toxins. And celery, so celery is something that is optional, nice to have. I like it when I have it. If not, that's fine. It actually is a diuretic and it supports the kidneys. In fact, like I mentioned yesterday, for people who are having like an acid reaction, just take a stick of celery, wash it well, and eat it. And you will see that your acidity goes away instead of taking one of those antacids. Basically, that's what we're doing. And the non-negotiables for if you really want cleaning, so here are all my ingredients, are basically the ginger, the garlic. What did I do with my garlic? The garlic, lemon, turmeric. And yes, you can also add hot chili pepper. It is going to be anti-inflammatory, but you don't have to. And then black pepper and turmeric. So this is what it happens when I add either beetroots to it or carrot. Those are all additional things, right? Today I even added cucumber, orange. Sometimes I have pineapples. I've added pineapple to it, celery. All of those can go in, or you can get rid of all of these and just have some or one of these cleansing ingredients. And you end up with a nice drink. So I've had mine, and this is the extra portion. That's for my son. I don't know when he'll have it. I wish he had it just as I make it, but he's almost 22. I cannot only do so much. So basically, what this is every morning, all of this process from start to finish, I tell you, will take 15 minutes. Okay. Now, is 15 minutes too much to do for yourself? I don't think so. I, if anyone tells me that I don't have time, I don't have 15 minutes for myself, I would ask you to re-examine that belief, because I'm sure you take at least 15 minutes to look at some social media posts. Now you have to decide what's more important, scrolling on the phone or doing something to energize yourself, make your skin look better, your eyes brighter, your energy, all of those. So please tell me, what do you think so far? Does this make sense? Anyone has anything to say? Ines, any comments? Ines, I can't hear you guys. Are you talking? I can't hear you. Oh, you said thank you, informative. Um, is someone talking? I can't hear for some reason. I don't know why. Ines, are you saying something? Because I can't hear you. Estelle, can you oh, you're speaking. Why can't I hear you then? Is everyone
No,
else able to hear us, Ines?
no, we cannot hear her
Yeah, Ines,
speaking.
we can't hear you. I don't know. And you're not muted either. So I'm not sure, but I could hear Estelle. Yeah, Ines, something at your end. I don't know what happened. But okay, let me come back. Okay. So Estelle, do you have anything to say so far?
No, nothing else. Nothing else. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So now, not everybody responds the same way to this drink. And I want to address the most common adjustments because personalization is what makes the difference between a drink you abandon and one that becomes a non-negotiable part of your morning. If you felt not good after the drink, try reducing some of the ingredients like ginger, take away the garlic, um, reduce the lemon in it. Start with just one ingredient that is easy. Like you could just do maybe carrot and apple and cilantro. Okay. So use one of the cleansing ingredients, not all of them. And then as you feel better, start adding the rest. Okay. If you have a sensitive stomach or a history of acid reflux, you could take away the garlic or the lemon and ensure you're not drinking it ice cold. Okay. Room temperature or slightly warm. I wouldn't warm it up, but it's more gentle on a sensitive stomach lining. If you are on blood thinning medications, then you talk to me directly because garlic and turmeric, they both have some mild blood thinning properties. And I want to make sure your dosage is appropriate for your specific situation, or you can talk to your doctor who's giving you those medications. If you didn't feel anything at all after making the drink, then maybe you need to increase some of those detoxification ingredients like more garlic. Make sure your black pepper is freshly ground. Okay. Do something that is going to be different and keep going. Maybe, one day is not enough. Your cumulative effect builds from day three onwards for most women. If you find the taste is very strong, then add some more apple to it. I wouldn't like honey, not the best option. So Atya says, what if we eat each of them separately throughout the day? Well, that definitely is a good idea to eat those things. But as we are trying to cleanse, what happens is that because there's so much fiber in those things, you can only eat so much. And so in this, we're trying to extract all the everything from the fiber. So you're not overloading your stomach with the fiber, and you're getting all those ingredients that are good for detoxification minus the fiber. Um, and then it helps in removing, the toxins. So that's why one drink a day gives the hydration. But if you are doing well in terms of energy and all of those things, that's great. Just start your morning with a warm glass of water with some lemon in it, like we talked yesterday. This is a good drink to be had any time of the day, also, like especially if you're running low on energy and you just need something pick me up. Then most people they go for tea, coffee, or something like that, a soda. I would say do this instead. So I hope that answers your question, Atia. Um, okay. Yeah, it's the fiber. I mean, the fiber is good for us, but because all those detoxification compounds are bound up in the fiber, it'll take time to release that, and you can only eat so much. But all of these things I can't eat in the morning, but I can get a drink out of them and get it passing out. Okay, so then another question could be, can I make a batch in advance and store it? The drink is the best when it's made fresh, particularly the garlic. The allicin in the garlic begins to degrade within a few hours of being cut. So if time is a genuine barrier, you can prepare everything the night before, like chop it up, keep it, and then blend it in the morning. And that takes under 2 minutes. But multi-day batches is not a good idea. You need to drink it fresh. So find the time. I'm telling you, it's a 15-minute thing to do. And if you make it a priority, you can find those 15 minutes. And once it gets into your cycle, it becomes like many other things we do. When the phones came out, or social media, Facebook came out, uh, guess what happened? Facebook was the classic. People somehow found 4 or 5 hours in a day to be on Facebook. Seriously, initially, people were just not getting any work done in the day because they were on Facebook for 4 hours. Can you believe it? I was on a health coaching call with a client, and he was in his mother's basement, and he was just not sure what to do. He says, I cannot get off Facebook. I have so many things to do, but I just can't get off Facebook. And it was a problem, but because it's so addictive, people found the time to do it. So you have to make this addictive. I think that's the idea. If somehow we can make good things addictive. Can I drink it warm or hot? No, don't need to boil anything. But we did talk about another drink yesterday, which was cumin, coriander, fennel. Those are the seeds that you can boil and instead have that instead of this drink. So if you want to make a tea, make like a good 2 liters of that. And that you can make easily in the morning and store it in a flask and take it with you. You can sip it through the day. And then, like Atya said, if I want to eat these, you eat these. But the idea is that you are basically just doing something to enhance the removal of toxins, which cannot be done by just eating something or doing it once in a while. What if I don't like cilantro? So cilantro is the one ingredient that creates the strongest taste response. For some people, they don't like it. I love it. You can try parsley instead. You can try mint also, I think, or you can just take it off. It doesn't matter. Initially, if you don't like it, don't like it. No big deal, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. I think the lemon, the ginger, and the garlic, it boils down to that, are the ones that are going to cleanse the lemon with its peel. Okay. So is it safe during perimenopause or if I'm on HRT? Uh, I think it's particularly well suited to perimenopausal body. In fact, it's very good because it's going to cleanse, and who doesn't like a cleanse? And most of the perimenopausal symptoms are there because of a lack of cleansing, and the liver is overloaded, and that's why all those night sweats and hot flashes happen. So if the liver is clean, you will actually have less of those symptoms. And seriously, I did not have those hot flashes and night sweats, and some of my friends were just crazy, going crazy. I mean, now I'm way beyond that perimenopause stage, but I did not have that problem. Some of my friends, they carry an electric fan or something with them because they just suddenly get those hot flashes. And I was already doing this liver cleanses, so I was actually quite fine. So now you've just learned more about what is happening inside your body from the morning drink that than most people learn in a lifetime of taking supplements. That's what I feel. And this is what I mean when I say when you understand why something works, you stop needing motivation to do it and you make it a priority. So I hope you have a little more belief in why it is actually very important to cleanse. Um, has this shifted? Has a shift happened for someone on this call today? And I'd love to hear. So, Ines, what would you like to say now?
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know what happened, but me for the very first day, like yesterday, I was trying to make excuses to ask me if I did the job. I was like, I don't have the full list, how to go to the grocery store. It's like being faced with that reality that you don't need to have everything. Like start with what you have and really being honest with myself. Like you said, literally it only takes like 15 minutes. Can you seriously not find 15 minutes in your day to do it? So like being real with myself is it's challenging, but it has to be done. So really thank you for that. Yeah, that's my small comment.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, and it's good to be aware that, we are going to make those excuses
Yeah.
because it's it's going to shift our normal routine. We are so comfortable in what we're doing, even if we are dragging our feet, or even if we just kind of started taking it as normal to be tired. And I'm telling you that being tired is the first sign our body is giving us that please take some action. Because if you don't take action now and you ignore that fatigue, it's going to become the next level of a health concern. And then the next level. And believe it or not, you are going to, and I hope none of you will have to do it, but I've observed people who have ignored, your headaches, ignored, just take a pill. Fatigue, ignore, just take something. Sleep, oh, take an antidepressant, take a sleeping pill. So they get on like 4 or 5 medications for different symptoms. But those medications have side effects, right? And the liver becomes very, very toxic because of these medications. They're chemicals, after all. They're not normal to our body. It does not eliminate easily. So now then they start having hormonal issues. Well, then what happens? They go to the doctor and get another pill for hormones. Well, those have side effects. Well, then you start having diabetes, you get a pill for that, and then you get your blood runs very sluggish. Well, then you start having heart conditions, take a pill for that. And by the time people are in their 60s, they're dragging themselves or they got a walker now. Why? Because we just kind of didn't prioritize these little signals when we were in our 40s and 50s. What's 15 minutes or 30 minutes or even an hour in a day to avoid many hours of doctor visits or hospital admissions, right? Just think about it. Even if you had to say right now it's 15 minutes for the drink, but that's not going to be like the magic. You're going to soon find out, well, you know what? I do need to take out another 15-20 minutes to work out. Oh, I don't have those extra 15, but you will have to. Either you take out those 15 minutes to do the workout, or it takes at least 2 hours to go to a doctor's visit, and or the doctor orders a blood test or this test. So I've gone through all of that, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to spend that time in doctor's visits or sitting doing an ultrasound. I'd rather take. So right now, if I count the amount of time I take for myself in the day, it's a bare minimum of 2 hours for sure, from different times of the days. In the morning it's the 15 minutes for this, then half an hour for the walk, and then an hour for the workout, or 15 minutes for the sauna, or some whatever. I think I spend 2 hours or 2.5 hours in a day just taking care of my body, and I think it's worth it. I mean, count the time it takes to take a shower. That also is taking care of my body. So that's the idea, that we're not lazy, we don't lack discipline, but because of something specific about how habits are actually built in the human brain, and what changes when you build them inside a community rather than alone, is what helps us become consistent, and we stop doing those things that are not really helping us with being a woman who is here to lead the world, who is here to make a difference in the world. So it is one of the most practical conversations we will continue having this week. Uh, Drink your drink tomorrow morning, notice what happens, and then I will see you at noon tomorrow. So can we take a 10-second pause? I should have done it in the beginning, but I didn't. I was so excited hearing from everybody. So let's take a nice deep breath and we'll pause for 10 seconds and we're going to think about all of that we've learned and feed our body with great energy. So let's go. Let it out and wait for 10 seconds. Keep your eyes closed. Notice the love in your heart. Notice what a beautiful woman you are. And notice the light that's inside you that is waiting to shine. Anything you have to say before we end the call today? Thanks, Atia. Thank you so much for that. She says the information was very helpful. Estelle, do you have any final words?
Just to thank you.
Ah,
Honestly, just to thank you. It's really nice to have your support and your guidance. So thank you so lot.
so what are you going to do about the drink?
Oh, I'll keep making the drink. I'll see if I can drink it early in the morning. Because yesterday I had it in the evening. Today I'm going to have it in the evening as well. But tomorrow morning I'll try to drink it around like 6 o'clock because that's the time I have to limit or stop fasting. Yeah. But
Okay, wonderful.
I did not do it that early because I didn't know how he would turn out.
Mhm.
Yeah. But tomorrow I'm going to try and have it early in the morning and see if it brings a difference.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Just experiment and see. And like I said, have it any time of the day. That
Yeah.
don't stop yourself. Ines, any final words?
Hi, I just want to say a big thank you for taking the time to do this. Yeah, really appreciate it.
So what is your plan now for the drink? Have you had it today or you're going to have it today?
I took in the morning. I already have it. I think I'll do more to maybe try to take one. Do you recommend taking it right before going to bed, or do you have
You
like a
could.
time
That's
frame
okay. Don't
other
worry
than
about
the
it.
morning?
Have it.
Okay.
Just have it.
Yeah, I'll try to do more portions so I can have it at least try because it's very good. I really liked it. Yeah.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, just have it. Once you start having it, it doesn't matter when you have it. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's going to clean out your body anyways. So what I feel is the best thing to do is to not have it right after eating a meal, but I don't know, maybe you could have a little bit after a meal to kind of help in digestion. But
Mm-hmm.
the way I have it in the morning and I don't feel like eating anything after that for about an hour. Anyways, so that really helps in letting the drink do its job of cleaning out. But sometimes you can have it like a digestive aid, right after eating too, and see what it does for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Okay, so I will see you all at noon tomorrow. And those of you who are listening on the recording, please try to come on the call or interact in the chat so that we can all be motivated with each other. We are here to support each other. I cannot pull this thing alone, and that's why I need you as a community. And I once again appreciate you all for trusting me to walk you through this amazing drink. See you all tomorrow then. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for all your love. Bye bye, everyone.